a lawsuit filed in 1998 by the U.S. government against Jeff Epstein, in which the Department of Justice sought to evict him from an Iranian compound located in New York City, seized by the U.S. Department of State in the early 80s and leased for Epstein himself in the 90s, constitutes irrefutable proof that he was running an Iranian safe house, a couple blocks from his mansion. Yes, you heard it right. The U.S. Department of State not only leased an Iranian safe house to Jeff Epstein, but also the compound was located just a couple blocks from Ghislaine Maxwell estate in Manhattan, which by any stretch of imagination is a coincidence, especially if you consider that her father Robert spied for the Israeli, the British and the Russian governments for at least 20 years. Now what are the odds of Jeff Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell having access to an Iranian safe house by the time the notorious Iran-Contra arms dealer and human trafficker Adnan Khashoggi befriended Donald Trump? Matter of fact, they used to be neighbors and friends in Palm Beach, which is not a coincidence either, because that region is a major hotspot for Israeli human trafficking, drug trafficking and arms trafficking in America for at least 30 years. All these individuals have deep ties with Mossad, and Epstein, who many believe still alive, also has ties with the Saudi intelligence. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that Israel, Saudi Arabia and very likely Iran all have tapes of Trump raping children on Epstein's island. Considering the latest rumors that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeff Epstein are hiding in Israel, while Donald Trump pushes hard for a war against Iran, the only plausible explanation is that the Israeli and other major players in the Persian Gulf, including the Iranians themselves, have tapes of Trump's pedophile activities on Epstein's island. At this point, any decision regarding a war in the Middle East seems to be all about who's blackmailing Trump over his long involvement with child trafficking and shady arms deals with terrorists.